Sup, y'all? I got a request to react to Prepare to Cry, which I guess is a Dark Souls explanation for the stories. I think that there's also Bloodborne. I haven't played all the Dark Souls. I've only played Dark Souls 3, and I've played Bloodborne. I know some of the monsters, creatures, demons, whatever the hell they're called. Like, I don't know a lot of the lore. I don't want to be attacked for not knowing a lot. I'm coming into this with a very open mind and wanting to know about it. That I do know some things about it, just not exactly the correct terminology and things like that. Like, the creepiest boss that I fought was in Dark Souls 3, and Tree Nuts is what he's called. Not his real name, but Tree Nuts with the fucking nut sacks and the tree. Ugh. That thing, it just creeped me out. The Nameless King in the third was the hardest boss for me and my build that I had. I know all about the builds, kind of to some extent. I know that you collect souls, but I'm not knowledgeable about the entire series and all the lore and everything that comes along with it. So this will be interesting to watch, and it's called Prepare to Cry, so that should be... I've yet to cry on camera, but I mean, it's always an option. I have teared up, and I have almost cried on certain things. So we'll give it a shot, and we'll see if it makes me cry. I know the lore and the entire concept of the games is so dark and gritty and fucked up. That's what draws people in. It's what draws me in. It's what makes it so interesting. I would love to learn more about the lore, because I know it's really fucked up. Even like the wedding in the fucking Dark Souls 3 where you fucking stab the bitch. I was like, damn, ho. But here we go. The first one is Dark Souls Story, Black Iron Tarkus. I can't promise at all that I know what that is, but we're gonna find out what it is. Let's go. The fuck is going on? Okay, that's something that Dark Souls definitely has, is as far as dungeon crawlers go, people fucking dying on it. It's such a hard game. It's so fucking hard.
We all remember the help Tarkus gave us that day.
Okay, I'm gonna try and learn about this guy.
Tarkus was like us, someone trying to make it through the world to uncover the truth. The least we can do is follow in his footsteps and succeed where he failed. The Knights of Berenik are known for their heavy armor and weaponry. There is no nation that is physically stronger, but even among them, there was Tarkus, a knight renowned for having strength great enough to sport a set of heavy black iron that was unique to him alone. Berenik was a land outside of Lordran, but it was not free from the curse of the undead. As the curse spread and society crumbled, countless knights became undead. But the knights had not lost their sanity yet. Throughout the neighboring lands, a prophecy was spreading.
Weird.
An old saying from Astora that
so they're not
this,
entirely
Thou
undead.
who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
the fate of the undead. With nothing else to go on, the undead knights of Berenik ventured to Lordran, which was told to be at the heart of the undead curse. They were right. The gods were partly responsible for the crumbling world. The light in Anor Londo is an illusion, and many gods have already abandoned the world of men. For the real light, the first flame, was fading. There was one path into Anor Londo,
I know about
and that
the
was
flame.
through Sen's fortress.
Anor Londo.
So the knights of Berenik threw themselves at the deadly castle, trying to force their way through. And they were not the only ones. Within Sen's fortress we see the hollowed forms of both knights of Berenik and Boulder, two nations that attempted to reach the land of the gods, desperate to discover the fate of the undead. Near the top of Sen's fortress there is an undead man who desperately tries to retain his sanity.
This guy's voice is perfect for this.
Yeah, counts. One, two, three, four,
Oh, this poor guy.
five, six, seven. Count.
I really like that voice he has. I like how he's fucking...
He has seen all the heroes pass
stuttering.
through Sen's fortress, never to return.
For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself.
Tarkus.
You won't stand a chance. You'll be
Logan,
alive.
I've heard about him.
Go along if you wish. If only to deepen your
You won't
perspective.
stand a chance. You will die.
They all
so,
failed.
But go
every
ahead.
knight of Berenik, every Boulder Knight, the Night King Rendell, and
It's so
Logan
sad.
himself.
They all died.
Every one of them failed, except Tarkus. Tarkus
Except
conquers the fortress,
Tarkus.
leaving his holy brothers behind.
Damn.
He carves his summoning sign at the top of Sen's fortress, so his spirit will be able to aid anyone else who comes as far as he does.
So he's one of the
Time is
people you can
convoluted
summon
in
to help
Mordor, and
you.
even if Tarkus is already dead, his spirit will remain to aid those who need help with the final step, even if those heroes exist in another dimension. For guarding the final step to Anor Londo is the Iron Golem. It is said that the soul of this
The
construct
Iron
was originally
Golem.
the bone of an everlasting dragon, and it has slain countless
Damn.
heroes seeking Anor Londo. For the
The
sake of all
bone of
those
an
who came
everlasting
before him,
dragon.
Tarkus prevails. He becomes the first one to make it to Anor Londo.
That's crazy that Tarkus was the first one
But
to
the
ever
tragedy
make it.
begins here. For when
Uh-oh.
Tarkus arrives at Anor Londo, he finds the path retracted
This
before
is
him.
when it gets
He
depressing.
must break into the palace by the only path available. Up a narrow ledge, through a
Yeah, I
window,
remember
and across
this
the
from
ceiling rafters protected by
from
painting guardians.
Dark Souls 3.
This operation runs counter to his
This place,
skills.
Anor Londo.
Encumbered by his armor and huge weaponry, Tarkus falls to his death on the rafters, and is dragged into a corner by the
Oh
painting guardians.
no.
But his death was not in vain, because now the path is clear and Tarkus
He fell
helped
to
again.
his death.
For the sake of the fallen, we carry on.
That's depressing. Of all the deaths. I mean, I know I fell to my death a lot, but I respawned. Well, I mean, I was already dead. That's sad. But also, I mean, he lived a good life. Tarkus lived a good life. He fucking did so much shit, and he was the first one. So, I guess, like, in, like, the beginning of it said, like, so we can follow in his shoes. So his death wasn't, like, he wasn't forgotten. And that's a good thing. Like, that's, like, I think everybody's wish for when they die. Like, to not be forgotten. To not have the world move on without even caring that you died. And so, like, yeah, that was really interesting. I figured, I mean, I think these will be all really fucking interesting, because I don't know if I'll talk as much during them. I'm going to try and give my input, but a lot of it's just me trying to sink in every single word. And, like, the lore is written in, like, Old English type. So it's, like, processing, and, like, I have really bad reading comprehension, so, like, same thing with hearing something, so I have to, like, concentrate. But, like, that was really fucking good, and the guy that does this has a really good voice for it. Like it fits in right with the game. Alright, thank you for who recommended this. This will be in a little series of Prepare to Cry. I'm gonna do all the ones and react to all of them. Like, comment, subscribe, share, send in any recommendations. Thank y'all for all the support. I love you all. All of you. I love you all. I'm in love with you all. I want to have all of your babies. Okay. Okay. I will see y'all for the next video. Peace out.